Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news bad policy decisions are coming back to bite in ruthless ways. The weekly new jobless claims level in the US came in higher than expected for last week at 742,000, and the prior week was also revised up. Worse, the number of people falling off the support rose sharply and exceeded 300,000 to be up to 6.3 million. The Philly Fed factory survey was a positive one, even though most scores slipped. But the Kansas City Fed survey wasn't and remains well below year-ago levels. But the US real estate market is buoyant. Sales volumes are high and prices are rising sharply, up more than 15% in a year. Buyers want space if they're going to be locked down, and demand for suburban homes is very strong. This has driven sales levels to their highest level since 2005. And Canadian housing sales were similarly strong. In China, their corporate bond market stress is widening, with now a real estate developer in default. Total onshore bond defaults now exceed 100 billion yuan across all companies. Offshore bond defaults, that's defaults on funds raised in overseas markets, are fewer, but they're starting to happen as well. And Chinese companies are now racing to cancel or postpone bond issues. More than 50 issues worth more than 40 billion yuan were cancelled or postponed between November the 10th and November the 19th. Many more are being shelved. There's now a market emitting a strong negative odour. And Australia's jobless rate rose to 7% in October in data released late yesterday, up from 6.9%. Full-time employment, however, increased 97,000 and part-time employment increased by 82,000. Their participation rate rose to 65.8%. And staying in Australia, the New South Wales Court of Appeal has ruled that pandemic exclusions and business interruption policies are invalid. That will hurt many insurance companies. And the US Treasury 10-year yield will start today down 3 basis points at 0.84%. And the price of gold has fallen again despite the fast weakening greenback, down by $20 this morning from this time yesterday, now at $1,859. And oil prices are lower again today, also despite the weakening greenback, now down by 50 cents a barrel to just on $41.50 a barrel in the US, while the international price is now just on $44 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is still firm today at 69 US cents. Against the Australian dollar, we're even firmer, now at 95 Australian cents. And against the euro, we're holding high at 58.3 euro cents. That means our trade-weighted index is at 71.8. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.